ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting what do for a purse. Disgusting what do for the clout. I'm one of the
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A carry here for Hunt. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Check 13. Check 52. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Switch, switch, switch.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 36-yard line. A big play there out of the running game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Lance a handoff here to Mostert, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wisnowski now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone, and he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They go play action with Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Breaks through the contact. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And Mostert with a first down carry. Nice carry. Gets his way forward for a pickup of about 6 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. From the 35 on 2nd down, Lance. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Throwing is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Sheds off the tackle. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Lance now on 1st down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lance to throw it. Flush to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
A handoff running left is Mostert. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Lance. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tonyan. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. Touchdown! Cordarrelle Patterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Hunt. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. On play action, they'll throw. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 138 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers open the lead up to 34-0. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's coming. Check him. Stay with your man.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second down, right back to Hunt. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They run for it with Hunt, and this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. On first down, Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. Oh, able to avoid him, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 154 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Watch seven. Single. Single the slot.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, an 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. This is going the other way. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
I remember when they changed the rule And there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run right side with Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's got room. Past the 20. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
They're throwing it on 1st down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a 1st down. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete.
A good pickup of 6 there on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From just shy of midfield, Lance will get this into the hands of Mostert. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, powering his way forward. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now Wilson on first down. And he completes it to Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. One last shot for Wilson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.